Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Armani, where I talk about personal development, mindset journey, mindset elevation, and we are going to be talking about keeping your own pace and the actual realistic concept that no one is coming to save you. Okay, no one is coming to save you, and I'm just really wanting to dive deep into this topic. For this time frame for my channel, I'm just going to be uploading unedited videos. I feel like when I record videos and I try to like get into the editing vibe of it, I procrastinate, I get irritated, and I just don't want to do it anymore. And I'm just really trying to get my messages out. I'm really trying to get my thoughts out, because I really do feel like people need to hear these messages, these topics that I want to talk about. Today is Saturday, March 7th. So I will be posting this today, March 7th, unedited. Hopefully people who are meant to find it will find it. Please use discernment with the words that I'm going to be saying during my videos on my channel, because I do feel like I'm going to be talking about controversial things. Maybe I'll be in the vibe of tough love. I really don't know. But hopefully people will be able to accept my messages with a soft heart and, you know, open ears, right? I want to be able to inspire people to move forward in their personal development journey and to elevate their mindset. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do. So let's get into the video. Let's get chopping. Let's get ready. About me, when I first started my personal development journey, I first heard this saying, "No one is coming to save you," from a mentor from somebody that we were in different walks of life. Like, she was a white woman, she was very kind, but when I first heard it from her, it was very scary to me, because I was like, in my head, I'm like, you don't know what I've been through, like, you don't know what my life is like. But when she said it, it wasn't biased. It wasn't like, it was real advice. It was just like, I don't really, and the way I remember how she said it, she was like, I don't know what you're going through, but you need to understand that you are not a child. You are over the age of 18, and no one is coming to save you. Okay. And it was very scary for me to hear that type of message, because I thought that I couldn't do it, and I felt kind of stuck. It made me feel a little bit more stuck, and I knew that I needed to. And during my personal development journey, as I got used to, you know, working on myself, that phrase became freeing to me. So that's what I want to help you guys with by hearing this phrase, that no one's coming to save you, in the concept of keeping your own pace. Now, remember I said, like, we came from different walks of life. Everybody's going to come from different walks of life, but we are all experiencing life at the same time. The only thing that is different is the pacing. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to keep your pace, keeping your blinders on while you're trying to go from point A, which is the person you don't want to be, having a mindset you don't want to have, to point B, the person you do want to be, your future self. That is very possible to get to. That being said, when you are in your pace, when you are in your lane, when you are receiving feedback, criticism, advice, like no one is coming to save you, you have to understand that you have to take these things into your hand and have discernment with them. Okay? Is this advice, is this criticism coming from somebody from a good place? Is it coming from somebody who do you feel is not really judging you, that really understands where you're trying to go, that understands that wherever you are right now, even if I don't know where you're trying to go, I know that you don't want to be where you are right now. So take that in consideration throughout the video. While you are having discernment, while you're taking this advice, taking feedback, taking criticism, the next thing that you have to do is take action. Take action in some way, shape, or form. Be patient and be focused on your intentions, and also have discernment of the oncoming distractions that you will encounter while you are in your lane, while you are trying to maintain your pace and getting to where you want to be. That I had to like realize while I was trying to take in this concept that no one's coming to save me, is that time is not your job to control. The only thing that you need to be worried about is taking action, and you need to understand and have faith that God will reveal the right things to you in divine timing. Okay? Controlling time is God's job. That is not your job. That is not my job. Okay? And other people that are trying to, and that's why I say have discernment with the advice that people are giving you, because sometimes people will try to control you in your pacing based off of the information that they're trying to give you. So remember that slow motion is still motion. God controls time, and your pace is the only thing that you need to be focusing on. All right. Sometimes you are going to be in a season for however long God needs you to be in that season, because there are some lessons that you are needing to learn. The only thing that you have to be focused on is your intention of saving yourself, of doing better, being better, refining yourself, edifying yourself, letting God work on you. This is what you need to be focusing on when you are while you are working on your pace and while you're trying to save yourself. How you maintain your pace is you want to maintain your intentions. You need to work on your intention of getting from point A to point B. All right. I'm going to be talking a lot about the direction of intention in this video, because right now, whatever intention that got you to where you are right now, the person that you don't want to be, the mindset that you don't want to have, is not working for you, right? It's keeping you in a box, it's keeping you conformed, it's keeping you uncomfortable. So you have to be able to work on your intentions, because God is good, okay? And when you can do something about it. You can do something about your placement in life right now. You can take action. You have free will. You have the resources. You have learned the lessons. You have everything you need right now to get you to where you need to go. Even I know it may not feel like it. I know it may feel like imposter syndrome. I know it may feel like you're lying to yourself, but I promise you, you have everything you need. God has given you everything you need to understand that you are not where you want to be right here, but you can get to where you need to go to. Please remember this. Hopefully by this time in the video, you understand that the concept that nobody's coming to save you is freeing. It's liberating, especially if you are over the age of 18. And even if you are under the age of 18 and you have some semblance of control in your life, that's really good, because that is the mindset that you need to have while you are beginning your personal development journey, that you can take action within God's will to do what you want, to work on your life with God, because without God, things will fall. Things will crumble. Things will fall in front of your face. Things will fall in front of other people. But God, and because God will give you what your intention wants. Whatever your heart wants, God will provide that for you. So that's why I said have discernment with your intention. Be focused on your intention. Make sure that your intentions and the posture of your heart is pure. However you're trying to save yourself, whatever direction you want your life to go into, that you have pure intentions for it, that you're not trying to hurt nobody, that you're not trying to get revenge, that you're not trying to, one up somebody. That is not the purpose of personal development. Personal development is to edify yourself, to edify your heart posture, so that God can give you the life that you want. Okay, so that you are no longer in the place that you want to be. Hopefully this makes sense. Forward, not focusing on your pace, not being easily distracted by the things that are outside of your control, outside of God's will distract you. And like I said before, God will allow things to fall because you are trying to build something, you are trying to maintain something that is not with your pure intentions, and in equality, like, hopefully that's the word, in accordance to God's will, it's not in God's will. So it is going to fall. They are going to crumble. Now, this is something that I personally experienced during my before I started my personal development journey, because there were just a lot of things that I have received as blessings, but because my intention of trying to gain those blessings was misaligned, I was losing them back to back to back. And depending on how you look at it, right, I was losing these things back to back to back in front of other people. In front of other people that were trying to tell me how to keep my pace. And I had to, and because this happened to me, I had to take a moment to realize that, okay, whatever is happening, whatever I'm striving for, it is not working out for me. I keep losing the blessings that God has been placing in front of me. And this was God's way of showing me that you need to wake up. You need to focus up on what your pacing is, because you trying to run in this track, looking at other people, thinking about other people's point of view, thinking about other people's advice that is not aligning with who you are trying to be. And that's why things are crumbling in front of you. That's why people are watching you fall, because you're worrying about everybody else. And you need to keep your blinders on. You need to keep your pace. You need to focus on your own pace. I'll give you an analogy, right? I'm pretty sure everybody likes some form of superhero, right? Have you ever seen like Spider-Man or like a Marvel's movie, right? All superheroes have objectives, right? Trying to save the day. They're either trying, and for me, what I picked up on this analogy is that they are trying to save a specific person. They're trying to save a specific person. They are trying to beat the bad guy, and they're also trying to minimize casualties, right? These are the objectives that they're trying to focus on. That's what you need to do when you are in your lane, focusing on your pace, trying to save yourself. What are the objectives of you trying to save yourself? And that's what you need to focus on. And you need to focus on these intentions with God's will in mind. Point blank, period. I don't even know what a better analogy to use for it. If you're wanting to save yourself and not be easily distracted, you need to keep your blinders on and focus on the objectives on how to save yourself. You cannot be focused on what other people are doing. You cannot be focused on your past. You cannot be focused on things that really you cannot control. You will drive yourself crazy trying to chase after things, fix things that you really cannot control. You can't change everybody's mind. You can't build a life that you really don't want. I really hope this makes sense. The next point, I also want to add on that God gives us free will to do what we want in our lives, right? So the reason why I'm honing in on the direction of your intentions is because if you are trying to work with a heart posture that is based off of things that is not really good for you, God will give it to you. God will give it to you. Make sure that when you are working on yourself, and when you hear that you can save yourself and you feel that liberation, you feel that freedom, and you know that you have a freedom to do what you want, and you are doing what you want with a bad heart posture, with bad intentions, and you are trying to work one way, but you know your heart posture, you know your intention is going the other way, God will give you the intention that the intention is really being created in. So that's why I said make sure that you are focusing on your path with a clear mind. And if you are confused, if you don't know how, if you feel like your heart posture, if you feel like, somebody slighted you, or if you feel like you need revenge, or if you feel like you cannot move on because you need to get back at somebody, I'm telling you right now, take a second, take a few nights, take a few days, go in a quiet place with God and just pour out your heart. Be honest with him. He already knows what you're feeling. He just needs you to confess. He needs you to be honest. Tell him, hey, I'm really trying to move forward from this. I'm really trying to grow from this, but I can't my heart won't let it go. Help me let it go so I can move on, so that you can get from point A to point B. I just wanted to put that in there. That being said, as you keep your blinders on, God will show you ways on how to be aligned with your pacing. And while God is showing you how to be aligned with your pacing, how he is showing you ways that you can save yourself with his will, all you are going to you are going to learn that all you need is him. All you need is yourself and God. You don't need anybody else. It may feel good to have other people around you, but you really don't need them. And like I said, use discernment while I'm saying these things. Because am I saying that you don't need anybody ever? That you're like, you know what I mean? We're not on this earth alone. I'm not saying that you need to do this alone, be lonely. I'm not saying you have to be on this path lonely, but you are going to be on this path alone. This is a personal growth journey. This is a mindset journey, your mind. So use discernment when I say these things. All you really need during this path is yourself alone with God. Period. Keep in mind, while God is helping you stay aligned on your pace and you have your blinders on, you are going to be distracted. You are going to be triggered. Please do not think that it's not going to happen. It will happen. Okay? And these are tests. These are tests that you are opening yourself to be challenged against, so that you can prove to yourself that you are moving along the goalpost, that you are slowly but surely moving from point A closer to point B, day by day. And you're going to know it when people are trying to distract you, when things are trying to distract you, when your own past self is trying to distract you. You are going to feel like an imposter. You're going to feel like you're lying to yourself. People are going to start giving you advice that you really didn't ask for. People are going to start trying to help you. But this is what I mean in the beginning of the video about having discernment on the advice, criticism, and feedback that you're going to be receiving, because people see that you are trying to maintain your pace. People are going to probably see your blessings fall in front of you. People are going to be watching. So you need to have discernment on certain things that are happening all around you. So you need to so if somebody's giving you advice, you need to be able to have discernment to be like, you know what? You are right. I did do that in my past, but that no longer aligns with the person that I'm trying to be. So I'm putting my blinders back up. Thank you for that though. Oh, this person is actually giving me some sound advice. I'm aware that we are still on different paths and paces in life. So I'm just going to take it, and I'm still going to focus on myself. I'm not going to focus on them. I'm not going to compare myself to them, even though I feel like they are in a better place than I am. I'm going to keep my focus on, keep my blinders on. Like I said, sometimes you yourself will distract. Will distract you. You're going to be thinking about all these things. Oh, this person thinks I should stay here. I actually want to help this person though. I see that they're struggling as well, even though I'm struggling. You're going to be like, you're probably going to think to yourself, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to move forward. Maybe I should stay here. Maybe I should stay where I'm familiar. Do not fall for it. Keep your blinders up. Stay focused. Be focused on your intentions, on saving yourself. Keep your pace. Keep your pace. Do not fall off the track. This will happen. You are going to be triggered. People are going to try to remind you, trying to tell you about yourself, trying to humble you. But everybody has their own paths to go on anyway. They can't save you. Why are you worrying about them? Your past self can't save you. Your past self wants you to stay right where you are right now. That's not going to help you. What's going to help you is keeping your blinders on, keeping your pace, and focusing on the intent of saving yourself. That is it. And making sure that your intention is aligned with God's will. That is it. Stop worrying about other things that you cannot control. Stop worrying about other people. Friends, family, foes. It don't matter. The only thing that matters is you trying to get from point A to point B. That is it. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I want you guys to hear what I'm saying. Keep your blinders up. Things will try to reject you. You will try to reject yourself. Where are we focusing on? Getting from point A to point B. Period. I want to hone in a little bit on the distractions of other people, because other people, once again, like I said, there are going to be distractions. There are also going to be some people who are who are watching your pace, who's watching your journey, and they're going to try to help you. And I put quotations over help because it is subjective, and that's why you need to use discernment, because sometimes the help that is going to come your way is going to be genuine and sometimes it's not. So you need to have discernment about that. You need to realize that you have to try to be sensitive to the intention behind the help that is trying to come your way. If you have any, and I said this in my other video about rethinking instead of overthinking. If you are getting an offer of help, if somebody's offering to save you, you need to have discernment of the intention behind that help that is being offered to you. This is something that I had to deal with. There are a lot of times where I have I didn't even think about the help that was being offered to me, and I just took it because my intention was, once I am able to help myself, I'll be able to reciprocate that energy easily. But I had to learn that sometimes the help that was offered to me did not have good, pure intentions. Yes, it helped me in my journey, but the offering of that intention, the intention of that offering was not well. It was not good. And that hurt. That's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your feelings. Probably, if you're like me, it's probably gonna hurt your feelings. But you have to be strong. You have to keep your blinders up. And hopefully God will if this advice is wrong, God will fix that intention. God will fix that for us. But you do not, if you feel as though the intention of the offer to save you or to help you is not well, you can leave it. You can say no. And this goes back to your pace, right? This goes back to focusing on your pace. Sometimes you declining help will slow down your pace. It will slow down your journey. It will slow down your path. And that is okay, because your path is your own. And God is the only thing that controls time. And you will receive the revelations and blessings that you need to elevate your life, to save yourself in due time. I promise you. So have discernment over the help that is being offered to you. Have discernment over the advice that is being offered to you. Not all seeds that is given to you to plant in your soil is a good seed. Sometimes you need to take out that seed and just replant it all over yourself with God. And it's going to take longer. But that's life. Okay? Not everybody is going to be expedited to success. And once again, that means you also have to have discernment, because everybody who is expedited to success is not always in the will of God. So why would you want that for yourself? Focus on your own pace. Enjoyed talking about this message. I really enjoyed talking about this topic, because this is definitely something that I learned while in my personal development journey early on, and it has definitely pushed me forward. It helped me a lot to teach myself about this, to have to learn these kind of lessons. And if you are watching this video, if you are feeling stuck, if you are needing, some help in your mindset journey, I hope that this video, spoke to your heart, spoke to your spirit. I hope that God, placed you here for a reason. Please like and comment any questions, any topics that you feel like I should talk about on my video, on my channel, because my whole purpose is to help. My whole purpose is to serve, and to be an intercessor for people who are feeling stuck, who are feeling restless, who are feeling like they can't save themselves. And you can. You probably feel like it's impossible, but it's really not. We have a God of impossibilities. He will hear your prayers. He will hear your heart if you are honest and transparent with him, if you are vulnerable with him, if you are vulnerable with yourself. Be vulnerable with yourself. Be real with yourself. This is your personal development journey. God does not want you to live a bad life. We live a suffering life, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, okay? And that's why you have to focus on your own path. Have good intentions and keep your pace. And know that it is a good thing. It is a very good thing to know that you can save yourself and no one else is coming to save you, okay? I love you. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another time. Bye.